Hello. In the last video, I showed you how to start a graph in Desmos. And what I really showed you was how to write your data points in a T-chart. And then I showed you how to adjust the graph by going in the wrench above here and typing in the settings that you need for your graph. You can also make your graph bigger or smaller by clicking on the plus or minus. So that's too big, you can't see it all. That's a little bit better. That's too small. Now I see maybe too much. All right, so I'm going to click on this plus again. You can also click on the screen, left click on the screen, and you can move your graph down a little bit and adjust that and center it. All right, so we have that for our graph. What I want to do now is I want to be able to draw the equation for that line. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go, well, one thing you should also do for your graph probably is to save your graph. That's so you can get back to it again in Desmos. So I'm going to click on save here just to make sure that I do have my graph saved. And then if you click in the 2 here, you should be able to write the equation for a line. And the equation for a line is, it's always an equation, a general equation of y equals mx plus b. You know that from math class. And the y is telling you the variable on the y-axis, the x is telling you the variable on the x-axis, m is telling you how steep the line is, and the b is telling you where that line crosses the y-axis, okay? So you're gonna just tell the graph, Desmos, that you want it to graph it like that. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to go down on my graph in the very lower left corner. You can see that there's a little keypad, a typewriter here. And you're gonna click on that, and then you can click in there on a Y. Then you can click on an equal sign, if I can find that equal sign in here, or just type in equal sign, equals, and then you can click an M, and you actually have to tell it what your M is. How much is your line going up for each 1 second? And my line is going up, if you look here, 0 to 7, 7 to 14, 14 to 21. That's 7 each time. So when you type your M, you actually need to type a 7 there. I'd have to type a 7. And then I need to type in my X. I have to tell it that there's an X. It's times whatever my time is. So I type X, and now you can see that it's made a line. And as long as you start your graph at 0, that's all you need to do to describe your line or to make a graph of your line, okay? So you're gonna type y equals some number, whatever number that your y is going up each time, and then you're gonna multiply it by your x, okay? In this case, your y is the position in meters, your x is the time in seconds, and it goes up by 7 meters every second. 7 meters every second. 7 meters every second. All right, so just to review that, how are you going to do this? You're going to go on this little keypad down here. You're going to click on that if you want to use the keypad, okay? Or you could simply go over here to the left, and you can write that there's a y, you can write an equal sign, you can tell it how much it's going up each time, and then you can type your x, which in this case is the time, and now you have a graph, okay? So you're gonna make me a graph that looks like this, and then you're going to show me a snip of that graph.